Hello, my name is Florence Pang, and I'm running for the unexpired one-year term of library trustee. I am a native of Massachusetts and have lived in Duxbury for the past 17 years with my husband Dominic and our 3 children, Campbell, Ava, and Everett. During that time, I have served on multiple volunteer boards, including the Duxbury Education Foundation, as president of the Newcomers Club, and as treasurer of the Duxbury Middle School PTO. I have also led my book group for 15 years. Professionally, I am a nurse and currently work in Rockland at Rogers Middle School. I also have a master's in business administration, which will help as we guide the library through the budgetary challenges it is currently facing. I am an avid library user myself, and I think that we need to maintain the library at its current level of service. This means fulfilling the 2.5% annual budget increase required by the state to maintain certification. This budget increase is necessary to get access to the interlibrary loan system through Old Colony Library Network. In 2018, Duxbury residents borrowed 19,000 items through this system. Certification also provides access to database memberships and $20,000 in funding. The library is a resource that serves the town's entire population. The loss of OCLN membership would impact our whole community. In these difficult times, when budgets are tight and we are all spending more time at home, maintaining our high-quality library is critical. I am committed to working with the other trustees, the library director, finance committee, and board of selectmen to make sure that we preserve this crucial resource through creative solutions. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Paul McCormick, and I am a candidate for a board position at the Duxbury Housing Authority. I am currently a member of the board, and I am running for a 3rd term in office. I am on the Community Preservation Committee and an active volunteer at the Duxbury Food Pantry. The food pantry is located at St. Paul's Church on Summer Street and is managed by the Duxbury Lions Club. The Duxbury Housing Authority, which has been in existence since the early 1970s, is a quasi-state agency which manages low and senior housing in Duxbury. The authority has more than 60 apartments, a couple of single-family homes, and 2 group homes. These properties are rented to qualified individuals. The Duxbury Housing Authority uses rental income, state contributions, and grants in order to fund its operations. The Duxbury Housing Authority has a management agreement with the much larger Plymouth Housing Authority to manage its day-to-day operation. Due to the COVID pandemic and the cold January weather, I chose not to go door to door, nor stand in front of the post office to collect signatures. I am a write-in candidate for this position. Now I have 2 requests, one easy, one a tad more difficult. First, the easy one, please vote. Susan Kelly, the town clerk, has made this very easy and very safe. Do it by mail or do it in person, but please vote. Second, the more difficult one. When you come to the Housing Authority position, it will be blank. You actually have to fill in a name. I ask you to fill in my name, 13 letters, less than 10 seconds out of your day, even if you write slowly. Again, that's Paul McCormick, M-C-C-O-R-M-A-C-K. Thank you.
Hello, Duxbury. I hope you're all safe and well and doing okay. My name is Fernando Garcia, and I'm once again running for select person, this time at the annual town election, Saturday, March 27th. My priorities remain the same and are even more important in these challenging times we're living in. First, a public school system that provides sustainable excellence in education. Second, preserving Duxbury's historic fabric and rural character. And third, and just as important, delivery of town services in a fiscally responsible manner that is effective, efficient, and key, accountable to the taxpayers who fund our budget. My commitment remains the same, to serve and represent all residents and to work in a collaborative, thoughtful, balanced, and fiscally responsible manner with my fellow select board members. If elected, my promise is to do my best for the town I've happily called home since 2011. I bring over 35 years of corporate operational experience with an international energy company and a record of leadership working through complex and challenging issues. I've also been active in the community since retiring, chaired the Concerned Citizens of Duxbury, formed and led the Duxbury Civic Association, participated in the town's master plan update as master plan ambassador, and now serving my second term on the Finance Committee. As I reflect on this year's budget process on the Finance Committee, it has been the most difficult and uncomfortable. The shortfall in revenue coming to the town has resulted in challenging conversations on where we need to find the corresponding budget reductions. The direction provided by the Select Board in prioritizing the schools and public safety has helped, but still, tough conversations have been had and will continue to be had as we work towards presenting a balanced budget at the annual town meeting in May. This challenge is not going away. The schools, public safety, the library, counseling on aging, recreation are all important, needed, and much appreciated services. In times of fiscal stress, where we see a reduction in revenue or where our budget is more than what we can afford, what services do we prioritize? What level of service reductions are we willing to accept? Or what level of service are we willing to pay more for? That's where we need to go next, a town-wide community conversation on what our needs and priorities are. These are not easy conversations and there are no quick solutions. This will require generous listening to all points of view and a robust exchange of ideas and options. This is the challenge that, as a member of the Select Board, I am ready, capable of helping lead and solve on behalf of the community. You can find out more about my candidacy on Facebook at Fernando Garcia for Duxbury Selectmen, as well on my website, www.fernandofordux.com. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. And on March 27th, I'd really appreciate your vote.
Hello, I'm Cindy Ladd Fiorini. I'm running for one of the open seats on the Board of Selectmen and Women. I'm a lifelong resident of Duxbury. I'm a proud graduate of the Duxbury High School class of 1970. And I went on to become a nurse and then an attorney. I've been married for 38 years to Rick Fiorini, an emergency department physician. We raised our 3 children in Duxbury. Throughout my adult life, I have been active in town and church activities. I have sat on the planning board for the last 14 years, and I'm a member of the Community Preservation Committee for the last 7 years. I am a member of First Parish Church, having served as governing board president for 3 terms, and am presently serving as the vice president. I was a member of the search committee when we chose our minister, the Reverend Dr. Catherine Cullen. I presently serve as chair of the church's racial justice and environmental groups. I love being out and about in Duxbury. Most every day I'm on the trails with my dog. Duxbury has beauty unsurpassed anywhere, and I consider myself blessed to be able to live here. So what do I bring to the table? As a lifelong resident of Duxbury, I bring historical knowledge. I am passionate about the environment. I am concerned about sea level rise and what that means for Duxbury and its residents. The preservation of our beach is key. Indeed, I would like to have us make all of our decisions through an environmental lens. I bring a desire for Duxbury to be a welcoming place for whoever might choose to live or visit here. I want to ensure that Duxbury has housing opportunities for all. I'm committed to examining how Duxbury can become a community a person of color might choose when deciding where to live and buy a home. I am dedicated to excellence in education and other town services. I have nieces and nephews still in the school system. I am a serious library user, and I think this valuable resource needs to be supported to our best ability. Beyond the schools and library, we need to support our fire, police, and other town departments, helping them to be the best possible. All while acknowledging that Duxbury is going through difficult financial decisions during the pandemic and being mindful of the cost to Duxbury citizens. I am excited to be running for this position during Duxbury's transition to a 5-member board. I look forward to hearing from Duxbury residents about their commitments and concerns. I believe myself to be a really good listener, and I'm ready to do just that. Thank you.
Thank you to PAC TV for having me today. My name is Mike McGee, and I'm running for a position on the Duxbury Board of Selectmen. A little bit about myself. My wife Amanda and I are the proud parents of 2 young girls in the Duxbury school system. By day, I have served for the last decade as a prosecutor in the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. I am running for selectman because I want to use my life experiences, my legal background, and commitment to public service to help in my town. This past year, we have learned a lot about ourselves as individuals and as a community. What is important to us, what we value, and what we yearn for as life returns to normal. As your next selectman, I will support our local business community. Our small businesses have muscled through this pandemic despite financial hardship and ever-changing landscape of restrictions, not to mention taking risks with their own personal safety. I am, however, optimistic about the future. More of us are telecommuting. We are eating local, shopping local. As selectman, I would work with our town planner, planning board, and small business community and support smart, proactive planning for our local economy. Seniors have also been significantly impacted by the pandemic. The Duxbury Council of Aging has done an incredible job to provide food, social activity, and other services to our seniors during this challenging time. The Duxbury Senior Center is a wonderful resource for our community and region. I look forward to working with the Council of Aging to support our seniors and the resources they cherish. As a former member of the local historic district committee and the owner of an almost 300-year-old home, I am committed to protecting our historic neighborhood and preserving it for generations to come. Finally, my experience as a parent of school-age children will bring a unique perspective to the board. I understand the struggles that parents and teachers continue to face in our schools, and you have my full support. I am also mindful of resources our families utilize and enjoy, including our beach and library, and they deserve the board's attention. Also, it is my hope that I will encourage others to become more involved and to pick up the torches of those who have worked so hard to make this town special. My door is always open. My phone is always on. I look forward to serving Duxbury and advocating for you and your family. Thank you.